Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motor Cars here in Rogers, Minnesota, northern suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today we're going to talk about our Tri-Five Chevy that has joined our inventory, a 1956 Bel Air two-door that is absolutely beautiful. I tell you what, you're going to want to watch this video from start to finish because we always do a cold start, we do a walk around, give you all the details of this really nice car. Now you can also click on the link in the description and it'll take you right to our website where you have pricing and more information on this car, plus have access to over 100 additional vehicles we currently have in inventory. Your dream car could be right at Ellingson's right now. So take a look at that on our website at www.ellingsonmotorcars.com. Well, let's get back to this one because I'll tell you what, Tri-Five Chevys are always going to be one of those popular cars. And I'll tell you what, 56s seem to be gaining some more popularity. I think it's just always been kind of the orphan in the middle, if you will. But boy, I'll tell you what, people are really starting to find some nice ones. And this is a beautiful car all the way around. Of course, it's the second year for 12 volts, second year for the 265 V8. And that's what rests underneath the hood in this beautiful car. Don't you just love that hood bird on there? I mean, as a kid, that was one of my favorite things in these old cars because they always had something cool on the hood. And if you're sitting in the passenger seat as a kid, this one actually has seat belts. We would look out and pretend that we were flying or whatever, going down the freeways, highways at that time mostly. But yeah, it's just one of those neat additions that they have. Beautiful color combination, just the way this car came. The darker Harbor blue and the Nassau blue, the lighter color, just a really nice color combination on this particular car. It's got the Powerglide automatic transmission, plus this car has got some nice options. It's got power steering. It has power disc front brakes. Now, power steering is one of those extra special things to have on these old cars. Just makes everything easier to go to the car shows, to park, to do all that kind of stuff. You know, we're kind of spoiled with the way cars are today. I don't think there's hardly a car out there that doesn't have power steering, but you know what? It's really a nice addition to this particular car. And power disc brakes with the dual master cylinder. Really nice. Another safety thing that really is nice. One of these things that is just, you know, because they came originally with a single master cylinder and whatnot. So it was always a little scary. That's what they called when they said they were called emergency brakes. That's what they were, because when you had something happen with your brakes, you had a problem to deal with. You know, the Powerglide's just a nice option for anybody who wants to drive one of these old cars. You can get in it, drive it, anyone. You can turn the keys over to anybody, and all likeliness they can take it for a spin. Now, like I said, it's got the upgraded power front disc brakes, American Racing, which is a very common aftermarket rim that a lot of guys liked. I mean, it's period correct in my world. That's what my uncle had on all his 55 Chevys when I was a kid. Still has those cars with the rims on them. But the other big improvement, of course, is the radial tires. Radial tires are just such a nice improvement, just in overall handling, whatnot. It's just something that was a big improvement on any old collector cars. Well, let's take a look at the inside of this car because, like I said, it does have seat belts, which of course was an option available in 1956, but it's really nice to have front and rear seat belts in this day and age. I like the fact that this car has not been quote-unquote butchered up. The dash is very nice. They did have an aftermarket radio in there, but that was the type that fit right into the original slot. And it even has an aftermarket stereo underneath where it looks like a CD player. So you can listen to all your 50s tunes rolling forward. 1956, like any time in that era, all options were signed up. You had to check the little boxes, you know, the little vent things on your windows, the guard for your door handles, the rock guards right there. You know, all that kind of stuff you had to check that off. And it does have both outside mirrors as well. But, you know, I like the fact that, you know, the instrument cluster is stock, steering wheel, nice condition. I just really like that. And, you know, the tri-tone, the color interior with the cloth and vinyl, very nice for 1956. No, it's one of those cars that really is just something that, you know, I really enjoy because if it be it your first or your 100th collector car, this is just a really nice car to have. Now, you can find all of our stuff on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and now TikTok as well. Give us a like, leave us a comment, or subscribe. We appreciate it very much, and you have access to all the information on this car, our current inventory, and you can watch some of the videos and things that we have done in the past as well. But you really want to make sure to check out our website for the most current inventory at ellingsonmotorcars.com. No, it's one of these cars that you say, God, I really like your video, Scott. It's nice to get all information. It even has dual exhaust. Remember, this is a little bit of a performance upgraded car with those nice extra options. But if you're like me, you're going to say, I need to come down and take a look at it in person. Well, by all means, come on down to Ellingson's. We are open Monday through Friday from 10 until 5, and on Saturday 10 to 4 as well. So if you got to come in, take a look. Love to have you come and check it out. Nice thing about these cars, they have a nice big trunk. Needless to say, it's really room for a couple of sets of golf clubs or whatever, or smuggle kids into the driving that we did. No, I don't confess to that, but 56 was quite a changeover, really compared to the 55. They got a bigger, the nicer grille, a little longer look in the hood. It's just the side trim, you can always identify a 56 because the trim goes down at the back. And the other neat thing about these cars, remember the gas tank filler. Oh my gosh, it fooled many a gas station attendant when these cars first came out. You're going, where do you put gas in this car? It's behind the driver's side rear light. Now, if you're a 55, 56, 57 Tri-Five Chevy lover, join the National Club, join the Chevrolet Club. It's just really a good thing to do when you have a collector car or whatever. Join that local mark, whatever you have. It's just really a good thing to do. Now, if you're saying, well, I live in California, how am I going to get that? If I want to buy this car, what am I going to do? We can assist you in several different ways. We can lead you. We have several sources for financing. We have certainly people that we can get ship cars all over from any place in the United States. We've sold cars all over the world for that matter. So don't let that stop you. If you see your dream car, we can get it to you. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Well, I'll tell you what, 50 Tri-Five Chevys are just always one of those great cars, be it your first or your 100th collector vehicle. We have a gem sitting right here on our sales floor. Give us a call, 763-428-7337, and we will do our very best to answer any and all questions you may have on this car or any of our inventory. Well, thank you again for watching our video. We appreciate it. If you're looking for that car to be sitting in your garage, we can do it. Thank you again, and see you next time.